is another ranty-ish type video. It was just kind of something that just kind of popped up into my head. And so, yeah. Guys, men, I hear you. I hear you and I understand. Women, if your man is opening up to you, and especially if that's what you asked him to do not reject him when he starts opening up to you. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, honey, do you think that you can, like, open up to me a little bit more? Like, express your emotions, stuff like that. Yeah, I can do that. Fast forward a week, month, year, 2 years, however long. Oh my God, just get over it. Just get over it. Just deal with it. I don't know, just let it go. Like, just deal with it. Deal with it. Be a man. Man up. Man up. Do you guys get where I was going with that? Guys, if your man is opening up to you and you want him to open up, make sure that you are not rejecting him when he is opening up to you, because guess what? You asked him to open up, but your reactions and actions when he starts showing his emotions, yeah, that's what that was, him showing his emotions. When he does start opening up to you, you reject him, he's not going to know what to do. They're going to be like, well, she told me she wants this, but then she kind of acted this way when I actually did this, so what the hell does she really want? It's confusing. It's contradictory. Men, you can talk, express, say, hey, you told me the other week, the other month, you wanted me to open up to you, and this, when I did the other day, you rejected me. And she may get triggered, and she may react on that trigger and on emotion and just go, back. But as long as you maintain that dynamic and you don't get triggered yourself and come back to her with, then there's all you need sometimes to change the dynamic is one person, right? You can't control how the other person is going to react to it, but you can control how you react to it, and it's going to prevent it from at least getting out of hand, right? Because if you're triggered and you're acting out of emotion too, that's not going to help the situation. That's like trying to fight fire with fire, right? We need to put fire out with water, not fire, right? Women, make sure that this is what you want. Ask yourself, what is it that I actually want? And how is this being reflected out in my actions? So, and this is a question that men can ask themselves too. Maybe not in this particular situation, but, how am I showing that this is what I want? Because, your words and your actions, they should match up. Otherwise, it's going to cause a little bit of confusion in the other person. Make sure it is what you really want too. And, self-sabotage, I can totally see some self-sabotage going on in situations like this. Ask yourself, what is it that I really want? how is this being reflected out in my life? How do I show this? And ask yourself, am I self-sabotaging here somewhere? What is really causing me to react in this type of way towards him? He's giving me what I want. Why am I reacting negatively? Why am I rejecting it? And I might have had a bad day and whatnot. And this is another area that a lot of women can work on as well, is not reacting purely out of emotion. We need to find a balance between, okay, we are feeling these feelings and we want to express them, but we need to express them in a healthy way. So, for on the female side, if you reacted as an alternative to reacting in that negative way and triggered and angered with that whole type of energy, you can take a moment, take a breath, and just simply state, hey, look, honey, I am so happy that you're opening up to me right now, but I had a bad day at work and I am having a hard time being there for myself emotionally right now. And it's, I don't know if I can fully be there for you and support you emotionally. Thank you for opening up to me. I appreciate it. I just don't know if I can completely be there for you right now because I have a lot of stuff going on in myself right now too that I would like you to help me with too. Maybe we can express ourselves in a healthy way to each other and help each other out. Versus getting naggy, yelling, screaming. Because at the end of the day, a lot of arguments sometimes is just that both people on both ends don't feel like they're being heard. They don't feel like they're cared about. And that is the root of so many arguments. Like, I can literally tell when it's happening in between two people. Like, when two people are arguing, I hear what they're telling each other, and I can see the thought process that is going on in their heads. Like, what is actually going on, either consciously or subconsciously, that's, this person is literally saying one thing, but this person's mind is like twisting it, and they're reacting not on what the person is saying, they're reacting on what they're telling themselves the other person is saying. And it usually is not what that person is saying. Like, somebody saying, hey, food was a little overcooked tonight. Are you saying that I'm a bad cook? Oh, if you think that my cooking is so shitty, then why don't you cook for yourself? Oh, well, fuck you. Right? Both people are triggered, and they're both reacting on their trigger in that situation. And, the first person wasn't really saying anything except, food was a little overcooked. It was a little overcooked. Not too much, not bad, just making an observation. But what the other person heard was, instead of literally what that person was saying was, you are such a bad cook, I don't want you to ever cook for me again, you suck, meh. The mind, the ego, it's a crazy thing sometimes. Women, if he's opening up to you and you want him to, make sure that when he actually does open up to you, that you do not reject him. Don't tell him to man up. This is what you want, right? You wanted him to open up, so why are you telling him to suck it up when he's doing what you wanted him to do? All right. That is all that I have for you. Again, as always, I am a certified life, relationship, and spiritual coach. I also coach soul connections like twin flames, soulmates, all that fun stuff, all those fun labels that we like to place on connections. I do free initial 30-minute sessions. If you would like to upgrade to a full session, you can do so I do charge for that though. It's 50% off of whatever my current pricing is for one single session. So if you would like to have more time, you can upgrade to a full session for 50% off, or you can do the free 30-minute initial discovery session. My email address is pursueyoucoach@gmail.com. All that is also in the description, along with my Facebook pages and all that other fun stuff. If you want to see more, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. And I do want to hear from you guys. So comments. I want feedback, because I will never claim that I know everything, and I don't, and nobody ever knows anything. Everybody's imperfectly perfect. We learn from each other, and I want to hear from you guys, because I could learn from you guys just as much as other people might learn from me. So leave me a comment. I want to interact with you guys. If you guys have any topic that you want me to cover, let me know and I will do so. I don't really talk about like metaphysical type stuff a lot. I would hardly call myself an expert in it, or I wouldn't call myself an expert in it. When it comes down to, and especially like a twin flame journey, it is much easier to leave that metaphysical stuff out, at least in the beginning, until you have that like a fuller understanding of everything, because it just can cloud everything and make things more complicated. Obviously, I have nothing against metaphysical stuff, but I do think that and this is more, I guess, for the twin flame journey specific, but it does tend to make it way more complicated than it needs to be, because then you got like 5D sex and there's talk about soul jumping and just, I don't know, like I said, I'm not an expert in that stuff whatsoever, but it complicates things. Keep it simple, as wise people once told me, and told everybody else too. Keep it simple. The metaphysical stuff tends to just cloud stuff. But if you want to hear about it, still leave me a comment, because I never know. I might just do my best to cover the topic. I might even have something to say. I might be able to kind of bring it down a little bit, bring it down to the ground a little bit, ground it, because everything is about balance, right? All right. That is it. That's all I have for you this time, and I will see you guys next time. Word.